How do you fix exhaustion caused by burnout? Finally, we are diving into practical tips on how to beat this horrible disease of the 21st century. In my previous video, I talked about my definition of burnout and my own story and what happened to me when I burnt out. But in this one, I finally want to give you the remedy. I want to give you some principles that helped me overcome my own burnout. And my name is Polina. If it's your first time here, I'm really excited to see you in this video. And I hope that whatever information I provide here will be useful to you. So what was good in my case is that I had a lot of time on hands. This was summer break between my junior and senior years of university. And I did have an internship lined up at a very good firm, and I already signed the contract with them. But I really felt very empty on the inside. I didn't feel alive, and I ended up actually breaking that contract and telling them that unfortunately, due to my mental state, I couldn't attend that internship. So that entire summer, which summed up to be 3.5 months, I just spent recovering, and I just focused on resting and doing everything that I wanted. At first, all I wanted to do was to sleep and eat and watch Netflix shows, and that was my routine for the first little bit. But then after I started recovering, I gained my love for life back. I started being interested in different things again. I picked up raw veganism because I got interested in nutrition, and I started a YouTube channel because I felt interested in creating videos. And I used to draw a lot that summer and did a lot of yoga and traveled. And my main focus was to recover from feeling how I felt during third year of architecture. Now on to more realistic methods, meaning you're still at work, you still have to make your living, you still care about your career, you're not ready to just abandon it for some time, and you have to make it work, you need to still overcome your burnout. So my first tip would be to have 1 to 2 days a week completely off. And if you're already in the burnout stage, I would also add all evenings to that. So all your evenings during the work week and your weekends should be completely off. Use that time to completely recharge and rest. That time is for you to sleep, eat, and not think. And if you obviously want to do something else during that time, do it, but it has to come from your heart. And if your heart is exhausted, just do what it tells you to do without blaming yourself. You cannot blame yourself right now. Like, this is not a time to put more pressure on yourself. You are already under a lot of pressure from what's happening to you. So just do whatever you feel like doing, but it has to be restorative. My second tip is to emphasize proper nutrition. Don't skip meals. If you're hungry, go eat, and concentrate on eating whole foods, a lot of leafy greens, and just making sure you eat often and your body has enough nutrients to overcome the mental and physical fatigue that you're currently experiencing. My third tip is enforce no phone periods of time. This can also have such a positive and dramatic effect on your health. Just make sure during the day or on the weekends or whenever you have time that you don't have your phone next to you. You literally take your phone and you put it into a drawer in the kitchen and you don't look at it. And you can also sleep in different rooms with your phone. So in that case, before you sleep, your brain has a little bit of time to ease into sleeping instead of just processing all the information that you're constantly consuming. Phones can contribute to burnout big time. That's why cutting down the usage of the phones, I'm not saying abandon them completely, but cut down the usage and you will feel better. your burnout will start to slowly go away. I also think if you're taking all of this really seriously, maybe a little break from social media can help too. Just delete the Instagram app icon from your home screen, and you won't be able to easily access Instagram for some period of time. This will be like a little social media detox, and your brain will have the time to recharge. Tip number 4 is to stop placing any expectations from yourself for a number of months. If you're burnt out, it means that you probably were perfectionistic or obsessive over something, or you contributed your whole self into something that you wanted to pursue. And that's why you're here today with a burnout. And I feel it's very important to just give up the weight of expectations for, let's say, 4 to 6 months. During that time, you are not obligated to achieve. You are not obligated to reach all the career goals. You can just be yourself and rest for a little bit. Of course, nobody is telling you to like drop your ambitions and just never achieve them. No, but in order for you to do that, first you need to recover from where you are at today, and then you need to start building new healthy, productive habits which will help you achieve your long-term goals. You cannot achieve those goals if you're burnt out and stressed out of your mind and depressed. That's why release the expectations for a little bit. Like 4 to 6 months, they're not gonna do like a massive difference in your overall life, especially if after them you will be so much more productive, you'll be in such better place. My tip number 5 is to, once you start having a little bit of energy once again, put it into some new field. Put it into something vastly different than what burnt you out. If you still obviously go to your job and your job is the source of your burnout, use that energy to create some extracurricular hobby for yourself. It might be painting, it might be creating jewelry, it might be going to a pottery class, or picking up biking or surfing, or playing tennis, or hot yoga classes, or whatever else really. So just do that and channel that energy in a positive, productive way, so you start feeling all the love for life again. And my tip number 6 is to maybe turn to the professionals, like talk to a therapist or a psychologist or maybe even psychiatrist. Talk to somebody about this, because when we are burnt out, maybe there are a lot of emotions stored within you that you never really released. Maybe somewhere deep within you, you have this feeling, oh, I might not be good enough. That's why I'm not capable of doing this job really well. That's why I burnt out. Or you might constantly compare yourself to others, and this might be sitting somewhere deep and draining your energy as well. And talking to somebody is a really great way to releasing it, and to even organizing all these thoughts and emotions in your head and your heart. So I feel like if you want to speed up the process, seeking help can really help. This is just another person to listen to you, and when we are listened to, we start to heal. In the end, I want to say that burnout can leave a really deep scar within you, and it's totally okay. It might even happen that you never see your work the same way, and it can take a really long time to recover. All of this is totally okay, because this is a trauma of a sort. I wouldn't call it a trauma with capital T, because there's of course way worse things in life that can happen, but it is still traumatic to go through burnout and lose the taste of life. But I do believe that you can fully overcome it, and just find your passion and be patient with yourself. Really, be patient until you feel the stream of energy once again. And if you like my content, of course, I would love for you to subscribe and join my channel. I would love to see my channel grow and go somewhere. Thank you once again, guys. I will see you next Monday for a new video. Bye.